All right, mates, imagine this. Two of nature's most fearsome predators squaring off in the ring. In one corner, we've got the mighty polar bear, the undisputed king of the Arctic. In the other, the formidable grizzly bear, ruler of the mountain forests. It's the ultimate showdown that's got everyone talking. Now, I've faced my fair share of wild beasts in the great outdoors. Who would come out on top in this hypothetical bare-knuckle brawl? That's what we're here to find out, folks. So buckle up and get ready for a wild ride through the world of bears. From their size and strength to their diets and habitats, we'll leave no stone unturned. Now you might be wondering, Bear, why on earth are we pitting these two magnificent beasts against each other? Well, let me tell you, it's not just for the thrill of it, though that's certainly part of the fun. This comparison serves a greater purpose, my friends. First off, it's a brilliant way to learn about these incredible animals. By examining their strengths, weaknesses, and adaptations, we gain a deeper understanding of how they've evolved to survive in their respective harsh environments. Despite being closely related, polar bears and grizzlies have developed distinct characteristics that make them uniquely suited to their habitats. Lastly, and perhaps most importantly, comparing these two species raises awareness about their conservation status. So while we're having a laugh imagining this epic battle, we're also shedding light on some serious issues. Let's kick things off with the polar bear, shall we? This Arctic giant is a force to be reckoned with. Picture this. You're trudging through the icy tundra, and suddenly you spot a massive white figure in the distance. That's the polar bear, and let me tell you, it's enough to make even the bravest explorer's knees wobble. These magnificent beasts are the largest land carnivores on Earth. An adult male can weigh up to 1,500 pounds and stand 10 feet tall on its hind legs. But it's not just their size that makes polar bears impressive. They're perfectly adapted for life in the harsh Arctic environment. Their thick layer of blubber and dense fur keep them warm in temperatures that would freeze your socks off. And those massive paws? They're not just for show. They act like snowshoes, distributing the bear's weight as it walks on thin ice. It's nature's own camouflage system, allowing these bears to blend in with their icy surroundings. Now let's turn our attention to the grizzly bear, the rugged mountain dweller that's as American as apple pie, though I'd much rather share my tent with the pie. These bears are the stuff of legend, featuring in countless campfire stories and wilderness tales. Grizzlies are slightly smaller than their polar cousins, but don't let that fool you. A male can still tip the scales at up to 800 pounds and stand 8 feet tall. Speaking of claws, a grizzlies can grow up to 4 inches long. What sets grizzlies apart is their incredible strength and versatility. These bears are the Swiss Army knives of the animal kingdom. They can run at speeds up to 35 miles per hour, climb trees, and swim like champions. And let's not forget their distinctive hump between the shoulders. It's not fat, but pure muscle that powers their incredible digging abilities.
All right, folks, it's time for the tale of the tape. We're diving into the fascinating world of bear comparisons. When it comes to these two bear behemoths, size definitely matters, but there's more to the story than just sheer bulk.
Let's start with our Arctic contender, the polar bear. These majestic creatures are built to survive in one of the harshest environments on Earth. These guys are the true giants of the bear world, dominating the icy landscapes with their impressive stature. An adult male polar bear can weigh anywhere from 775 to 1,500 pounds, making them the largest land carnivores. They can reach lengths of up to 10 feet when standing on their hind legs, towering over most other animals in their habitat.
The grizzly bear, while slightly smaller, is no slouch in the size department. These bears are powerhouses in their own right. Adult males typically weigh between 400 to 790 pounds, with some exceptional individuals tipping the scales at over 800 pounds. That's a lot of bear. They can stand up to 8 feet tall on their hind legs, which is still incredibly impressive and intimidating.
While polar bears have the edge in overall size, grizzlies often have more muscle mass, especially in their upper bodies. This gives them a different kind of strength. This is thanks to their lifestyle of digging and climbing, which requires a lot of upper body strength and endurance.
But remember, in the world of bears, it's not just about who's biggest. Each species has adapted to their environment in unique ways. It's about how they use their size and strength to survive and thrive in their respective habitats. Whether it's the icy Arctic or the rugged mountains, these bears are true survivors. Now let's talk about what fuels these furry powerhouses. Their diets are as diverse as their habitats, and each species has its own unique culinary preferences. After all, you are what you eat, and in the case of these bears, that's a whole lot of, well, everything. From the icy Arctic to the lush forests, their food choices are fascinating. Let's start with the polar bear, the Arctic's top predator. These majestic creatures are built for the cold and have a diet to match. These guys are primarily carnivorous, with a diet that would make any meat lover drool. They rely heavily on the rich, fatty meat of seals to sustain their energy needs. Their favorite dish? Seal, served on a bed of ice. This high-calorie diet is essential for their survival in the harsh Arctic environment. Polar bears are so adapted to hunting seals that they can smell them through 3 feet of snow and ice. Their sense of smell is one of the most powerful in the animal kingdom. But seals aren't the only thing on the menu. Polar bears will also chow down on fish, birds, eggs, and even the occasional whale carcass, if they're lucky. Their opportunistic feeding habits help them survive when seal hunting is tough. Now let's mosey on over to the grizzly bear's dinner table. These bears have a much more varied diet compared to their polar cousins. These guys are the ultimate omnivores. They have adapted to eat whatever is available in their diverse habitats. Their diet is more varied than the menu at an all-you-can-eat buffet. From the smallest berries to the largest mammals, grizzlies are not picky eaters. Grizzlies will munch on everything from berries and nuts to fish and small mammals. They are true generalists when it comes to food. One of the most impressive sights in nature is watching a grizzly fish for salmon during the spawning season. Their fishing skills are a testament to their adaptability and intelligence. Despite their fearsome reputation, plants make up about 80 to 90% of a grizzly's diet. This plant-based diet is crucial for their health and provides essential nutrients.
All right, mates, let's talk about where these magnificent beasts call home. First up, we have the polar bear's domain, the Arctic. This is a world of ice and snow where the sun doesn't set for months in summer and doesn't rise for months in winter. It's a harsh, unforgiving landscape that would send most creatures packing. But for the polar bear, it's paradise. These Arctic giants are perfectly adapted to life on the ice. Their white fur provides excellent camouflage, allowing them to sneak up on seals basking on ice floes. Their large, paddle-like paws help them swim through icy waters and distribute their weight on thin ice. Now, let's trek south to grizzly bear territory. These bears are at home in a variety of habitats, from dense forest to open tundra. Grizzlies are masters of their domain. Their powerful bodies are built for traversing rough terrain, climbing trees, and digging for roots and small animals. They've got an incredible sense of smell that can detect food from miles away. Now let's get down to the nitty-gritty of bear combat. What happens when 2 of nature's most formidable predators face off? If these 2 heavyweights were to square off, what tactics would they employ? How would their unique strengths and weaknesses play out in a head-to-head battle?
In the polar bear's corner, we have the champion of brute force. These massive creatures are built for power. These Arctic warriors rely on their sheer size and strength to overpower their opponents. Their immense weight and muscle mass give them a significant advantage. Their hunting style involves patient stalking followed by a quick, powerful attack. They can wait for hours, blending into the icy landscape before striking with deadly precision. Polar bears have incredibly strong forelimbs, which they use to smash through ice and deliver bone-crushing blows. These limbs are not just for show, they are essential tools for survival in the harsh Arctic environment. On the other side, we have the grizzly bear, the master of versatility. Grizzlies are known for their ability to adapt to various environments, from dense forests to open plains. While not as large as the polar bear, grizzlies make up for it with their agility and adaptability. They can maneuver through different terrains with ease, making them formidable opponents. Grizzlies are known for their incredible speed in short bursts, able to outrun a human easily. This speed allows them to chase down prey or escape danger quickly. They're also excellent climbers and swimmers. This versatility means they can hunt in various environments, from rivers to trees. One of the grizzly's most formidable weapons is its bite. Their jaws are incredibly strong, capable of inflicting serious damage. With a bite force of over 975 psi, it could easily crush bones. This makes them dangerous predators capable of taking down large prey. But here's the kicker. Both these bears are more likely to avoid a fight if they can. Despite their strength and power, they prefer to steer clear of unnecessary conflicts, focusing instead on survival and hunting.
Now, mates, let's take a moment to address the elephant, or should I say, the bear in the room. While we've been having a jolly good time imagining these magnificent creatures in a hypothetical battle, the reality is that both polar bears and grizzly bears face a much more formidable opponent, US humans. Climate change, habitat loss, and human-wildlife conflict are the real challenges these bears face every day. For polar bears, the rapidly melting Arctic ice is literally the ground disappearing beneath their feet. Grizzly bears, on the other hand, are dealing with shrinking wilderness areas as human development encroaches on their territory. And let's not forget the conflicts that arise when bears and humans try to share the same space. But it's not all doom and gloom, folks. Conservation efforts are making a difference. Protected areas, wildlife corridors, and education programs are helping both species. It's like we're